So welcome to Hinamatsuri's episode 3 review titled Hobo Life 101, where Anzu learns the ins and outs of being a homeless person on the streets. This episode was a very funny episode. I laughed kind of mostly in the middle, but we have three stories into this episode. Usually we have an A plot and a B plot, but in this episode we have an A, B, and C plot. The A plot is where Anzu learns that she shouldn't steal to actually get food. That she should work for what she gets. So last episode, a local homeless man he sells out Anzu to the yakuza, and that's how Nita finds her. So when they are chasing her down the street for consistently stealing, because she's been consistently stealing food for about weeks now, he basically shows her a hideout and he tells her that you can't steal for the things that you want out of life. You have to get money. And I'm going to show you a way that we bums get money and that we scavenge for cans and we give it to a can collector and they give us maybe 5 cents per can. And she works all day on her feet. She walks from probably like dawn until sunset. And she probably gets around like what? I think it was like $3 or $5. And she goes, "Is this all I get?" And he goes, "Yeah." So money does not grow on trees, and that's why the store clerks hunt you down so viciously because money is like money is hard to come by. Things are not cheap, and you don't fool around with money because it messes with hard work. Because they work hard for their money, they earned it, and you're taking it from them. And so she just learns that she has to work hard for money for the things that she wants. Later on in the episode, Nita he finds Anzu scavenging for cans like a trash can, and he says, "Hey, if you're hungry, here's like $40. Just take it. I don't care." And at first, she takes it out of her hand. She says, "I don't want it because I don't want handouts." She's like a very proud person, but she Anzu realizes that although she's a proud person, that she has homeless men back at home that she's going to see as her friends, and they could definitely use $40 for food. So she swallows up her pride and she runs after his car and says, "Hey, I know I was rude before, but I'm sorry. But if you still want to give me that money, I would gladly take it." And he goes, "All right, take it." And right when she's ready to like tell the guys about everything, the store clerks just just take her money and say, "Well, you owe me $39, so here's your change," which is just like $1 and like quarters or something. And she cries because she really wanted to help out her new friends, but now she can't because of her mistake of stealing. So she's crying to Yasan, and he says something really profound, like, you know, it's not a loss because paying off your debt to the world is a victory in itself. Now you don't owe anybody anything. And so now that's something to be really proud of, that you don't owe anybody anything. That you paid off all your debts and now you're kind of a free person. Like you've you have no longer like you don't have any more ties, and that's something to be really proud of, really. Second plot is with Hitomi, which is my favorite, which is just how she's still a bartender for some reason. Like she just doesn't quit, to where she tells Otaku, "Hey, I want to quit, being a bartender." And she basically says, "You could quit, but I could totally tell the entire world that you're a middle schooler bartending and get you in trouble with your parents, your school, and scholarships and everything. Probably put you in jail. Probably not, but still." And to where like Otaku blackmails her. Hitomi says, "Well, I blackmailed you into this recording, to where you're talking about taking off my clothes, and I'm gonna make you a pedophile." And then she goes, "Okay, okay, okay, fine, fine, okay, fine. How about we delete our blackmail tools on the count of three?" And then Hitomi falls for it on the count of three. Hitomi actually deletes it, but Otaku presses the home button and accidentally, like, she intentionally sends it to her computer at home, and she goes, "Ha ha ha, stupid girl, I tricked ya. You can't outsmart adults or something." And just it's it's just like hilarious. And so now she's stuck, still becoming a bartender and surpassing Otaku. I feel like Otaku is gonna completely just give her bar to Atomi because she doesn't care that she's this little kid bartending. Like she's so proud that she's willing to bartend and just like blackmail her just to keep her around. And it's so funny because like Hitomi's homeroom teacher walks in and she is like telling Otaku like I can't let him figure out who I am or else he's gonna have to tell my parents. And she doesn't help her. She's like she just lets Hitomi handle this issue by herself. And I'm like you do know if she gets caught, she can't work for you, right? No matter how much you blackmail her. So the homeroom teacher notices who she is. He goes, "Hold up, aren't you my student? Because you look a lot like her. You look a lot like my student that I teach like on an everyday basis." And then she goes, "Nope, I'm just a regular bartender." And so he goes, "Okay, okay, okay. So make me a drink." And she makes him a drink, and it's like the best tasting drink he ever tasted. And he goes, "Okay. So if you are such a good bartender, where are your calluses?" He told me, he says, "Well, I worked so hard, they fell off, and like I'm just good. I'm good to go." And like he makes her make a really difficult drink. She makes it. He tries it. He falls in love with it. And now the teacher just thinks that this bartender, who looks like his student, sounds like his student, and treats him like his student, is just some random lady that just happens to look like her. And I'm just like, man, that's really dumb but really funny. How like people are just see you on the street, but and they just believe that you're just another person that looks like a person they know and not them. And I think it's so funny. Uh, Last plot is with Hina. Hina has a dream about how Nita kicks out Hina and instead makes Anzu his daughter and just takes her places, leaves leaves Hina out of the street homeless, and so Hina decides to be a better daughter, and she starts giving him more food off of his plate, being polite, seeing him off to work, and she tries to clean his apartment, and but she doesn't know how to clean. She doesn't know how to dust. She's dropping stuff. She tries to like air out the the carpet or the blanket or something, and instead of like having it lean over a balcony to like air clean, I guess she throws it too far and it just flies across town. And, like she just can't catch it, and she just drips everything everywhere. She tries to wash all of the dishes, but they all just fall. It's really funny. Um, a couple of life lessons that they have in the show is just Yasan tells Anzu the importance of how stealing is a crime and how stealing, no matter the circumstance, is not good. Because Yasan basically implies that I could steal too. I'm homeless, but I don't. Because if I steal, I might be homeless, but I'm going to be even more of a worse person if I become a criminal. And so that kind of just like teaches kids that kids grow up in many bad households, and you could steal. But if you steal, you cross a line that you don't want to cross. You should rather be poor than a criminal, you know? Because it's not it's not your fault if you're poor. It it really isn't your fault if you're just not wealthy. But it is your fault if you're a criminal because you made those choices. And she just learns the value of money and why people take theft so seriously because working for say like 9.25 an hour, it's it's work, it's your time, it's your effort, it's your blood sweat and tears that goes into every cent that you make. And if some person is just stealing and just taking anything they want, that's just a big fuck you to everybody else who has to literally bend over backwards to get anything out of life. And it teaches Anzu that you can be proud and be poor. You know that, right? It's possible because you can be proud that you're not a criminal, that you work for whatever money you get, although it's not much, you can still be proud that you're working hard to get money as a poor person. And that's a really good thing. Side note was like at the start of the episode, um, Anzu was getting chased by the store clerks for stealing, and to the store clerk, sh- they get the yakuza to help them out to catch this thief, and it's Otaku, but they don't call the police. And when they can't catch Anzu, the manager of the store says, "Hey, can we go call the cops?" And the yakuza girl says, "No, those pigs are filthy," to her, and like just spits on their name. And I'm like, so people in this town, they rather ask help from an organized mafia gang than the police. And it's just like, wow. I feel like I actually wonder if the Yakuza is this nice in Japan. I know it's not because they're still a gang, but just like the comedic fashion of this just kind of baffles me. Like, I wonder if the mafia is actually better than the police sometimes. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please come back next time for when we review episode 4, where Hina joins a rock and roll band. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what other anime you want me to review. There's also a gaming channel. Tell me what games you want to watch. Check out other videos on my channel. I have tons of Naruto Storm videos and GTA videos and Xenoverse videos. So, alright, enjoy.